Dr. R. Hemavati is an assistant professor in mathematics in Queen Mary's, Chennai. She has specialized on functional analysis. Having 12 years of experience in teaching, she has won various awards for her performance. She has published papers in 14 international journals, 3 national journals, and has presented papers in 10 international and in 5 national conferences. She is also one of the editors for an international journal.
Welcome to UGC lecture series. In the previous sessions, we talked about error propagation, floating point representation of a number. Also, we discussed about algebraic and transcendental equations and their solutions by various methods. In continuation about solution of algebraic and transcendental equations, in this session, we are going to talk about the solution of algebraic and transcendental equation by bisection method and regular falsy method. A slight modification of regular falsy method is secant method, that also will be discussed. The procedure for bisection method have been discussed in the previous session, wherein each iteration the value will be bisected. Suppose if the root lies between a and b, the first iteration value is x naught is equal to a plus b by 2. When find f of x naught, according to the sign, find out where the root lies between. And then if the root lies between x naught and a, then x1 will be x naught plus a divided by 2. Likewise, we have to continue the iterations till 2 consecutive iteration values are same, corrected to the specified decimal places. We will do an example in this method. Find the root of the equation by bisection method. F of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0 by bisection method. So, the solution is first of all we have to find where the root lies. If you take f of 0, f of 0 is 0 cube minus 0 minus 1 is equal to minus 1, which is negative, and f of 1 is 1 cube minus 1 minus 1, that is also negative, and f of 2 happens to be equal to 2 cube minus 2 minus 1, which is positive. So, we have a sign change between 1 and 2, therefore, root lies between 1 and 2. So, our first iteration, initial iteration is x naught is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by 2. You have to bisect the values. 1 plus 2 divided by 2 is 1.5. Okay. Now, find out f of x naught, which is equal to f of 1.5. f of 1.5 is 1.5 cube minus 1.5 minus 1, and this is equal to 7 divided by 8, which is positive. So, write down the 3 values. You are having f of 1 is negative and f of 1.5 is positive. Okay. We mentioned the root lies between 1 and 2. Now, in the next iteration we are mentioning the root lies between 1 and 1.5. So, we are just going closer to the root. So, root lies between 1 and 1.5. Okay. Then we have to take x1. x1 is equal to 1 plus 1.5 divided by 2. This is second iteration. Okay. 1 plus 1.5 by 2 gives you 1.25. Then find out f of x1. f of x1 is f of 1.25. It is 1.25 whole cube minus 1.25 minus 1, and this happens to be equal to negative. Okay. So, f of 1.25 is negative, therefore, we conclude that root lies between 1.25 and 1.5. Okay, just write down this. F of 1.25 is negative and f of 1.5 is positive, therefore, root lies between between 1.25 and 1.5. Then third iteration goes as x2 is equal to 1.25 plus 1.5 divided by 2 is 1.375. Then find out f of x2. F of x2 is f of 1.375 and we are having the roots. F of 1.375 is positive. We say that the root lies between and this happens to be equal to positive, right. So, root lies between 1.25. Likewise, you are going to consider lies between 1.25 and 1.375. So, the iteration values are written. First of all, we taken x naught value to be equal to 1.5, x1 is 1.25, x2 is 1.375, x3 is 1.3125, x4 is 1.34375 and x5 is 1.328125. So, likewise it goes and the successive approximations and ultimately we find the iterated value at the two successive iteration values are same. So, we find that the root is 1.3281 because x6 is also going to be 1.32813 like that. Okay. So, the root is 1.3281 corrected to 4 decimal places. Okay. After discussing the methods, iteration methods and bisection method, next we talk about a regular-Falsey method for solution of algebraic and transcendental equation. The procedure for regular-Falsey method goes like the usual first step is same for all the iteration methods, that is find a and b such that f of a and f of b are of opposite signs. If f of a is negative and f of b is positive, we say that root lies between a and b. And then the regular-Falsey method formula is x1 is equal to a into f of b minus b into f of a divided by f of b minus f of a. Here regular-Falsey method is applicable only when the condition satisfies, that is f of x naught into f of x1 modulus of f of x naught into f of x1 is less than 1. Okay. So, we find x1 and then we find f of x1. If f of x1 is negative, then write down the three things, that is f of a is negative, f of x1 is negative, f of b is positive. There is a sign change between the values of x1 and b are for f of x, therefore, the root lies between x1 and b. Then we talk about f of x1 is positive, then f of a is negative, f of x1 is positive and f of b is equal to positive. So, we say that in this case root lies between a and x1 because there is a sign change at a and x1, therefore, root lies between a and x1. There are two possibilities, one the root lies between x1 and b, another one the root lies between a and x1. So, if the root lies between x1 and b, then we get x2 is equal to x1 into f of b minus b into f of x1 divided by f of b minus f of x1. So, after finding x2, find out f of x2 whether it is negative or positive. Again write down in the order where there is a sign change, accordingly find out x3. Okay. And as usual the iterations are continued till two consecutive iteration values are same. Solve x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0 using regular-Falsey method corrected to 4 decimal places. We shall start the solution. The only thing we have to use that formula. Okay. F of x is taken to be equal to x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. And f of 0 is equal to minus 9, and this minus 9 is too far from 0, therefore, we will take a closer value, that is f of 1. F of 1 happens to be equal to minus 12 and f of 2 is minus 9 and f of 3 is 6. So the root lies between minus 9 and 6. If you want, you can find out f of 2.5 also. F of 2.5 is minus 3.375. Here actually f of 2 is negative and f of 3 is positive. So root lies between 2 and 3. To be more closer and to avoid more number of iterations, if you take f of 2.5, that is the value between 2 and 3, 2.5, and see that it is minus 3.375, and we can more appropriately and closely say that now the root lies between 2.5 and 3. Okay. So x1 is equal to 2.5 into f of 3 minus 3 into f of 2.5 divided by f of 3 minus f of 2.5. This value comes to be equal to 2.68. So x1 is 2.68 and f of x1 is equal to f of 2.68 comes to be equal to minus 0.4712, which is negative, and already you are having f of b is equal to f of 3 is positive. So root lies between 2.68 and 3. Then we compute x2. x2 is 2.68 into f of 3 minus 3 into f of 2.68 divided by f of 3 minus f of 2.68, and this value comes to be equal to 2.7033. And then f of x2 is calculated. F of x2 is f of 2.7033, and this is equal to minus 0.057, and f of 2.68 is negative, and f of 2.7034 is negative, and f of 3 is positive. So root lies between 2.7033 and 3. So x3 is equal to 2.7033 into f of 3 minus 3 into f of 2.7033 divided by f of 3 minus of f of 2.7033, and the answer comes to be equal to 2.7065. Okay, and this happens to be negative. So root lies between obviously 2.7065 and 3, and then again we continue the calculations and we say that the root lies between 2.7065 and 3. You can see x4 is 2.7065 and x5 is 2.7065. So the two iterations at 4 and 5, x4 and x5 are same, therefore we conclude the root is 2.7065 for the equation x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. The secant method, a very popular modification of the regular falsy method called the secant method, retains the use of secants throughout. This method is an improvement over the method of false positions as it does not require the condition f of x naught into f of x1 is less than 0. The graph of the function y is equal to f of x is approximated by a secant line, but it is not necessary that the interval must contain the root in each of the iteration. First of all, take the initial limits x naught and x1 of the interval, then the equation of the secant through these points to the curve y is equal to f of x is y minus f of x1 is equal to f of x1 minus f of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught into x minus x1. Okay. So that putting y is equal to 0, we obtain the new approximation for the root as x2 is equal to x1 minus x naught divided by f of x1 minus f of x naught into f of x1. Repeating the process time, again the general formula for successive approximations is therefore given by xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus xn minus 1 divided by f of xn minus f of x n minus 1 into f of x n, where n is greater than or equal to 1. If at any iteration you get f of x n is equal to f of x n minus 1, this method fails and shows that it does not necessarily converge. This is actually the drawback of secant method over the method of false position, which always converges except the condition f of x naught into f of x 1 is less than 0. But if the secant method once converges, its rate of convergence is faster than the method of false position. That is, if it converges, if the rate of convergence is faster in the sense the number of iterations is less and we get the answer very quickly. We will do this example to understand the secant method further. Use secant method to find a root of x e power x is equal to cos x corrected to 4 decimal places. The solution goes as, let f of x is equal to x e power x minus cos x equals to 0. See, x e power x equals to cos x can also be written as cos x minus x e power x equals to 0. Actually, take f of x equals to cos x minus x e power x. Okay. Now, f of 0 is 1 minus 0, which is equal to 1 is positive, and f of 1 is equal to cos 1 minus 1 into e power 1 is minus 2.17798, which is negative. So, we say that root lies between 0 and 1. Then we calculate the iteration. We take x naught is equal to 0 and x 1 is equal to 1. Instead of taking a and b, directly we take x naught and x 1. So, x 2 is equal to x 1 minus x 1 minus x naught divided by f of x 1 minus f of x naught into f of x 1. So, x 1 is 1 minus 0 divided by f of 1 minus f of 0 into f of 1, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3.17798 into minus 2.17798. Okay, and the answer is 0.31467. This is x 2. Then now find out f of x 2. F of x 2 is 0.51987, which is greater than 0, and you can see f of x 2 is actually f of 0.31467. Where is the negative sign? You have f of 1 is negative, this is greater than 0, f of 1 is negative, therefore root lies between 0.31467 and 1. Okay. So, you calculate x 3. X 3 is equal to x 2 minus x 1 divided by f of x 2 minus f of x 1 into f of x 2. Okay. And the answer comes to be equal to 0.44673. This is x 3. So, f of x 3 is equal to f of 0.44673, which is 0.20354, which is greater than 0, and you have what is negative? F of 1 is negative. F of 1 is equal to minus 2.17798, and this is negative. Therefore, root lies between 0.44673 and 1. So, we get next we find out x 4 like that. So, what is your x 4 value? X 4 is 0.53171, then x 5 is 0.51690 and x6 is 0.51775, x7 is 0.51776. Corrected to 4 decimal places, these two iterations are same. So, root is ultimate root is 0.51778 you can take, okay, corrected to 4 decimal places. In this session, we discussed about the solution of algebraic and transcendental equations by bisection method. The procedure already discussed, so we have done an example in bisection method. Also, the procedure and the formula of regular-Falsey method has been discussed. We have also done an example in regular-Falsey method. A much better procedure, a better method than regular-Falsey method is secant method. The procedure of secant method and an example in secant method were done. Based on the discussion in this session, the following questions may be posed. Find a real root of the equation x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0 by bisection method. Also find next one is the equation x power 6 minus x power 4 minus x cube minus 1 is equal to 0 has one real root between 1.5 and 1.5. They have given us the initial values, that is where the root lies, a and b values are given. So, find the root to 4 decimal places by false position method. Thank you.